An interview that I did with Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi in late February is suddenly back in the news today as Capitol Hill sources leak to the Washington Post new intelligence documents alleging that Speaker Pelosi knew more about torture than she has previously disclosed. Here is what the Speaker told me on February 25th. September 2002, you were briefed on CIA detention issues and enhanced interrogation issues. Because of those briefings, and I know that you expressed concerns to the NSA after that October 2001 briefing. You released that publicly in 2006. You didn't express public concerns at the time after those briefings. Does that raise a complication?
No. The fact is they did not brief well, first of all, we're not allowed to talk about what happens there, but I can say that they did not brief us that these enhanced interrogations were taking place. They did not brief us that was it. They were talking about an array of interrogations that they might have at their disposal.
Techniques in the abstract, as if they were not being used.
We were never told they were being used.
Were you told they weren't being used?
Well, they just talked about them, but the inference to be drawn from what they told us was these are things that we think could be legal. And we have a difference of opinion on that. But they never told us that they were being used, because that would be a different story altogether. And we had many disagreements with them all along the way on how they collect information in their country and what they think might be acceptable. They have never gotten any comfort from me on any of these issues, no matter what they want to say publicly, and they know that I cannot speak specifically to the classified briefing of that kind, but I can say flat out, they never told us that these enhanced interrogations were being used.
They never told us these enhanced interrogations were being used. That was from my interview with Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi in February. Speaker Pelosi saying she was briefed on enhanced interrogation techniques, but she was not told they were being used. Tonight in Washington, sources on Capitol Hill leaked to the Washington Post intelligence documents that apparently show, that they say show, that Nancy Pelosi was briefed on, quote, enhanced interrogation techniques, including the use of enhanced interrogation techniques on Abu Zubaydah. So this document leaked tonight to the Washington Post says Pelosi knew that enhanced interrogation techniques were being used. Pelosi says that's not so. We are hoping for a follow-up discussion with the Speaker to try to get to the bottom of this, particularly because the source of this document is as yet anonymous. And of course, the context here could not be more intense. An expected Justice Department report is reported to recommend disciplinary action, including possible disbarment for at least 2 of the 3 authors of the Bush administration's torture memos. One of those 2 authors is Bybee, now a federal judge. The Las Vegas Sun reporting today that Mr. Bybee has been reaching out to members of Congress from his home state of Nevada, essentially reaching out for a lifeline. We made some calls today and can confirm this reporting. According to Representative Dina Titus's office, Judge Bybee made contact late last month about a potential meeting with the Congresswoman. The Congresswoman says she is open to meeting with Judge Bybee, but her office says the Congresswoman is, quote, concerned about Judge Bybee's ability to carry out his duties as a federal judge with this controversy.